Welcome to this explainer on the culture of Eritrea. Today we're diving into a truly dynamic nation where 9 distinct ethnic groups with totally unique faiths and traditions don't just coexist, they actually forge a deeply unified cultural mosaic. It's a really remarkable story of how different populations can weave their individual histories into one shared national identity. So let's jump right in and look at exactly how they do it.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll be exploring 1. Eritrea's cultural mosaic, 2. The 9 ethnic groups, 3. Music, the cultural heartbeat, 4. Coffee, a daily ritual, and finally 5. A taste of tradition.
Section 1. Eritrea's Cultural Mosaic, Finding Harmony in Demographics. A mixture of faiths and cultures, finding harmony and unity in diversity. You know, this single sentence literally hits the nail on the head when describing Eritrean society. The culture here isn't some monolith. It's a profound, vibrant mixture of faiths and traditions that actively choose to find harmony and unity in their diversity. It's a collective cultural heritage made up of multiple native populations who bond over shared values rather than dividing over their differences, and that sets the perfect stage for everything we're about to explore.
Let's put this unity into perspective demographically. You've got the Tigrinya people making up the majority at 55% of the population. But then, look at that 2% slice. That's the Kunama group. They might be small in number, but they are absolutely vital to the national fabric. And making up the remaining 43% is this incredibly robust mix of other completely distinct ethnic groups. It's a beautifully balanced ecosystem where every single piece truly matters to the whole.
Section 2. The 9 ethnic groups, the tiles of the mosaic.
So, Eritrea is home to 9 major ethno-linguistic groups, and each one offers a fascinatingly unique way of life. There's a really distinct linguistic divide here. First, we have Cushitic-speaking groups, like the Afar in the south. Picture this. They inhabit some of the most extreme, sweltering desert environments on Earth, and they are renowned for their incredible resilience. Then you've got the Bilan, concentrated centrally around Karen, known for their vibrant agricultural traditions, and the Saho, famously skilled beekeepers living in the highland valleys. Now, contrast all of that with the Semitic groups. You have the majority Tigrinya, who are highland farmers living in ancient stone dwellings, and the Tigray, who are largely nomadic pastoralists, roaming the vast highlands with their livestock. You can immediately sense the incredible geographic and lifestyle diversity, right?
And the mosaic gets even more intricate with our remaining 4 groups. The Kunama are a Nilotic group, and fascinatingly, they traditionally have a matrilineal society. They're renowned for these incredibly vibrant, rhythmic ceremonial dances. Next are the Nara, resilient subsistence farmers in the southwest who transitioned over time from animist roots to Islam. We also have the Rashaida, ethnic Bedouin Arabs who migrated from Saudi Arabia, famous across the entire region for their brilliantly colored geometric garments. And finally, the Hederabe. They are a subgroup of the Beja people, highly skilled camel herders moving across the rugged northern terrains. 9 entirely distinct histories all living side by side.
Section 3. Music, the cultural heartbeat. Categorizing the sounds of Eritrea. Music in Eritrea isn't just background noise. It is the great unifier, and it generally falls into 3 powerful categories. First up is traditional music. Every single one of those 9 ethnic groups we just met features totally unique sounds, often driven by the hypnotic, rhythmic plucking of the traditional Kirar lyre. But what really pulls all these diverse communities into a shared consciousness are the next 2 categories. Revolutionary songs, which were born during the armed struggle for independence and remain intensely patriotic today, and then modern music, which exploded in the 1960s and has produced artists with massive regional influence. Together, these different rhythms literally mobilize a society, blending 9 different histories into one shared national pulse.
Section 4. Coffee, a daily ritual. Brewing bonds and social connections.
Now, for a lot of us, coffee is just, a quick caffeine jolt to get us out the door in the morning. But in Eritrea, no way. It is a highly intentional social ritual that literally stitches the community together. At the very center of this bonding experience is the jabina. It's this elegant, traditional clay pot with a long neck and a pouring spout. You don't just push a button on a machine. You gather around the jabina. Family, friends, neighbors, they all use this dedicated time to catch up, socialize, and deeply strengthen their relationships.
The process itself is a sensory journey, one that requires real patience and presence. Imagine this. You don't start with pre-ground coffee. You freshly roast raw green beans right over a small, open charcoal flame, filling the entire room with an incredible, rich, smoky aroma.
Then you carefully grind those beans, brew them slowly in the clay jabena to extract the perfect flavor, and finally serve the coffee black with sugar in these small, handleless cups. It isn't just a drink, it's a daily, shared performance of warmth and hospitality.
Section 5. A taste of tradition. Sharing the Eritrean table.
While traditional foods vary widely depending on whether you're down by the Red Sea coast or way up high in the mountains, the shared culinary anchor across the entire nation is tsebi. It's a beautifully fiery, rich, spicy stew made of meat, fish, or vegetables, and it's slow-cooked to absolute perfection. And it is almost universally paired with teita, which is a traditional spongy flatbread with a slight tang. The best part? There are no individual plates here. You tear off a piece of the bread and use it to scoop up the flavorful stew from a large, shared circular tray. It makes the meal itself a very tactile, intimately communal experience.
If you were to spend a full day eating your way through Eritrea, breakfast is intentionally heavy and hearty to fuel the day's labor. You'd find comforting dishes like full, kitcha fit, or a thick porridge called gat. By the time lunch and dinner roll around, the table is covered in staples like shiro, ades, a spicy beef stew called zigni, and savory greens known as humli. And here's the thing, while the specific variations change, whether you're eating with a nomadic Tigray family in the highlands or a settled Afar family in the south, the rhythm and the substance of these meals create a truly shared national palate.
And we certainly can't forget the drinks that accompany all these rich meals and celebrations. During holidays and special events, traditional homebrewed alcoholic drinks like daga, suwa, and a sweet honey wine known as mess are poured to mark the occasion. If you prefer something non-alcoholic, there's the local abaki. And for casual, everyday socializing at cafes or homes, the locally brewed Asmara lager beer and Ariki, which is a strong, clear spirit kind of similar to ouzo, are incredibly popular among both the locals and visitors who want to experience the authentic taste of the country.
We've seen how 9 vastly different ethnic groups, from the Bilan to the Rashaida, the Saho to the Hedarib, harmonize to create one undeniable Eritrean identity. They hold fiercely onto their unique traditions, all while embracing the very things that bring them together. So what does this all mean for us? Well, it leaves me wondering, which aspect of this cultural mosaic would you most like to experience for yourself? Is it the unifying pulse of the traditional kirar lyre music, the intensely communal table of fiery sebi, or maybe that rich, slow bonding of the daily jabena coffee ritual? It's a remarkable testament to finding enduring strength in diversity. Keep exploring, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.